Welcome back to Madrid Pulse, your home for everything Real Madrid, the club of legends, champions, and future icons. Here, we bring you detailed match analysis, breaking news, player updates, and everything happening inside the Santiago Bernabeu. If you love Real Madrid as much as we do, you're in the right place. Real Madrid's latest performance under Xabi Alonso is proof that the project is taking shape, and the team is evolving into something more aggressive, more structured, and far more dangerous. Against Salzburg, the team delivered a hard-fought, intense, and at times dazzling performance, with Vinicius Jr. at the heart of it all. Once again, when Vinicius unleashes his immense talent, he is simply unstoppable. His ability to change a match within moments was on full display, combining flair, composure, and team-first mentality that made all the difference. The Brazilian winger was not only brilliant in attack, but more involved than ever in the team's defensive and pressing structure. In this match, he completely turned the tide in Madrid's favor. His opening goal was pure class, a combination of timing, footwork, and clinical finishing. It began with a clever play from Fran Garcia, who intercepted the ball in midfield and quickly launched the transition. Bellingham, ever so elegant and aware, delivered a perfect cross into space. Gonzalo opened wide to offer a passing option, but Vinicius had other ideas. He took on his defender, cutting through the Salzburg backline with ease, and finished with his weaker left foot to put Madrid in front. It was a stunning goal that reminded everyone why Vinicius is one of the most dangerous attackers in world football. And yet, his most brilliant moment came later, just before halftime. In a sequence that echoed the genius of Real Madrid legends like Guti, Vinicius picked up the ball after a high press from Huijsen, charged diagonally toward the box, and instead of forcing a difficult shot, he calmly drew the defender in and slipped a beautiful assist backward for Valverde, who finished with precision. It was a moment of pure football intelligence and technical mastery, a perfect example of Vinicius's growing maturity and awareness on the pitch. Madrid's 2-0 lead at halftime reflected not only their attacking quality but also their intense pressing and tactical discipline, hallmarks of Xabi Alonso's evolving Madrid. The formation shift, with 3 central defenders and wingbacks pushing high, suffocated Salzburg from the outset. The Austrians couldn't break Madrid's high block for nearly 30 minutes, barely escaping their own half. Gonzalo was tireless, harassing Salzburg's build-up, while Huijsen's anticipation and defensive reading were top class. Tchouameni, positioned centrally in defense, showed composure and flexibility, and Trent Alexander-Arnold, along with Fran Garcia, provided constant width and energy on the flanks. Despite their dominance, Madrid initially created few clear-cut chances. The closest came when Jude Bellingham, more comfortable operating from the right, combined with Vinicius, only for Salzburg goalkeeper Złęcki to make an excellent save. But once Madrid found their rhythm and broke the deadlock, the control shifted entirely in their favor. As news filtered through that Al Hilal had scored elsewhere, Salzburg realized their chances of progressing were evaporating, yet they started pushing forward with more risk. Their most dangerous moments came after the break, sparked by substitutions. The introduction of Kjærgaard and Dagum added energy and purpose to their attack. Dagum, in particular, came close to narrowing the deficit twice. His first opportunity required an outstanding save from Courtois, reminding everyone of the Belgians' crucial presence between the sticks. Moments later, Dagum capitalized on a sloppy moment from Bellingham, but his shot flashed just wide, letting Madrid off the hook. Real Madrid's intensity dipped in the second half, especially as Arda Guler faded from midfield influence. The young Turkish midfielder had been steady but struggled to control the tempo after Salzburg's adjustments. However, Valverde stepped up to help stabilize the game, nearly scoring twice from distance, his shots narrowly missing the target. Xabi Alonso, recognizing the game's shift, made tactical changes. Rudiger, whose adventurous run up the right wing exposed him to cramps, was replaced, along with other rotations that saw Modric and Rodrigo enter the fray. Gonzalo, though, stayed on and continued to impress with his pressing and movement. He nearly capped off his night after a slick 1-2 with Bellingham, but was denied by strong Salzburg defending. As the Austrians pushed forward recklessly, desperate to stay alive in the tournament, Madrid remained dangerous on the counterattack. Trent Alexander-Arnold, solid throughout, initiated the decisive moment. After Bellingham showed signs of fatigue, Trent recovered possession and quickly launched the counter. Gonzalo, full of determination and confidence, pressed high, dispossessed Gudu, and surged forward. With composure beyond his years, he chipped the advancing goalkeeper to seal the victory at 3-0. It was a sensational finish and a statement performance from the young striker, who is increasingly making a strong case for regular first-team inclusion. This win reflects not only Madrid's growing confidence but also Xabi Alonso's clear tactical evolution. With flexible formations, a more intense pressing structure, and players like Vinicius, Gonzalo, and Valverde stepping up, Madrid looks sharper and more complete with each game. The real test, however, awaits in the round of 16 against a high-profile opponent like Juventus. That will reveal just how far this team has come, and whether Xabi's Madrid can truly compete for the biggest prizes. Stay tuned to Madrid Pulse for all the updates, because this story is just getting started. Young Turkish talent who has generated a great deal of excitement among fans. Despite being played on the right wing during his recent cameo against Al Hilal, Alonso sees him differently. He's one of those players who must be close to the ball. The more touches he gives, the better he will play. The other day he played a great game, Alonso said. His comments signal that Guler could be shifted into a more central role, perhaps as an attacking midfielder or deep-lying playmaker. Guler's technical quality, close control, and vision make him ideal for a central role where he can impact the game more frequently. This positional shift could be key to his development and integration into the first team. Aurelien Tchouameni, another important figure in the current squad, was also part of Alonso's evaluations. The French international had a mixed 2024-25 campaign under Carlo Ancelotti, often being used as a center-back during defensive crises. Alonso, however, appears to view him as much more than a temporary solution in defense. He is a fundamental pillar of the squad. Due to his weight and his different functions, he constantly makes small decisions to help the collective. He wants to be important, and that good disposition is very important, Alonso stated. These words reflect the manager's belief in Tchouameni's intelligence and leadership qualities on the pitch. While he may still be considered an emergency option at the back, his primary role will likely remain in midfield, anchoring the team and offering balance between attack and defense. The topic of Real Madrid's need for a striker, a role vacated by Joselu Mato, was also touched upon during Alonso's press conference. Many fans and pundits have speculated that a new striker could be on the way, someone who brings physical presence and aerial threat like Joselu did. However, Alonso didn't provide any concrete answers. Instead, he chose to highlight the emergence of Gonzalo Garcia, the youth player who recently scored and impressed in the draw against Al Hilal. He can contribute like he did the other day. He is a striker who can make references. He had 3 chances in addition to the goal, Alonso commented. The emphasis here seems to be on giving young talents an opportunity before resorting to the transfer market. Gonzalo's instinctive movement and ability to find space in the box show signs of promise, and with continued support, he could fill the void left by Joselu in the short term. That said, Alonso remained cautious when asked about any imminent striker signings. "We didn't have so much players in the area. We'll see in the future. Now we're focused on this competition. Decisions will be made later," he concluded. This suggests the coaching staff is still evaluating the squad and may opt to delay any major signings until after the current competition ends. With Xabi Alonso now at the helm, a clearer picture is forming of what the future may look like for Real Madrid. His early comments show a strong emphasis on tactical versatility, player development, and making measured decisions. For Madridistas everywhere, it's an exciting time, full of questions, but also full of potential. And here at Madrid Pulse, we'll continue to bring you every update, every twist, and every development as this new chapter unfolds. Hala Madrid. Real Madrid is entering a new era, one filled with ambition, excitement, and urgency. As the team landed in Miami, ahead of the FIFA Club World Cup, newly appointed coach Xabi Alonso has wasted no time addressing the challenges ahead. "We have to speed up everything because we have little time," Alonso admitted as he analyzed his first days with the squad. After his presentation at Real Madrid City, the Tolosa native made it clear that he seeks more than just tactical control. He wants to build real connections with his players. "I need a connection to feel what each player needs. I know I'm the coach, but I like to be close to everyone," he confessed. This personal approach aims to create a more unified, cohesive squad in record time, something crucial given the tight schedule they are facing. Alonso has been forced to accelerate the integration process due to the limited preparation period before their first match. He hasn't yet had the opportunity to train with the full squad, but his first official test is already looming just 3 days away. "We have to speed up everything because we don't have much time to get to know each other and train. We'll start building a team because we have 3 training sessions before the first match. We're coming with a lot of desire and the hope of having a good tournament to make it to the end," Alonso stated in an interview with DAZN, upon the team's arrival at the luxurious Four Seasons Palm Beach in Florida. The first training session began at 10:30 local time, 14:30 Spanish time, as the final wave of international players joined the squad. Vinny Jr., Arda Guler, and Lunin have all arrived at the team's base camp and are fully committed to preparing for Real Madrid's opening club World Cup match, which will take place on June 18th at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami against Al Hilal. "They've been very positive. Little by little, you're getting to know them and having that much-needed contact," Alonso shared after spending his initial days with the squad. This contact is crucial as he works to leave his tactical imprint on an evolving Real Madrid side that is hungry to reclaim its place among the world's elite. This Club World Cup marks not just a competition, but also a critical test for Alonso, who steps into his biggest managerial role following a trophyless 2024-25 campaign that led to Carlo Ancelotti's departure. The failure to secure silverware last season has placed immediate pressure on Alonso to restore Real Madrid's status. Nevertheless, the club remains fully supportive of their former midfield maestro, and the summer transfer window reflects that confidence. Already, Premier League stars Dean Huyson and Trent Alexander-Arnold have arrived to bolster the squad and fit into Alonso's new tactical setup. Although the Club World Cup provides a valuable opportunity to assess the squad, Alonso is already thinking ahead, shaping his potential starting 11 for the 2025-26 La Liga season. Spanish journalist Manu Carreño recently revealed in an interview with El Chiringuito that Alonso is expected to implement 4 major changes compared to Ancelotti's most frequently used lineup from last season.